the children of the one Yahweh. Ye are the chosen of the one Yahweh. And he has given this law to us.
All right, read what you got. You got something, brother? Yeah, 1 Corinthians 50, because I want to go back to this thing where they trying to scare us, man. 15:57. All right, read that.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 57.
Come on.
But thanks be to God, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
He said, thanks be to Yahweh by Hashem HaMashiach Yahushua that give us the victory. If you serving the top power of heaven and earth and the universe, can you go wrong? No, you cannot. It said, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. So I don't give a damn about no damn CNBC talking about, oh, the Israelites killed some Jewish people in New Jersey. Never give a damn about that, man.
That's right.
All right, come on.
Verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast.
There you go. Paul is giving us encouragement right here. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast. Come on.
Unmovable.
Unmovable. You damn right. We're going to be right back at camp teaching the gospel this week when this damn incident happened. All right, come on.
Always abounding in the work of Yahweh.
It said always abounding in the work of Yahweh. It said be ye steadfast. Come on.
For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain.
Your labor is not in vain. They're not going to bear. You think the Most High, all the brothers that sincerely been out here on the front line, you put your life and yourself on the line for the word of the Most High, and you think some damn news report is all of a sudden is going to make your work in vain? No. The Most High going to protect you, man. He said your work is not in vain. They're not going to be able to do a media smear campaign, and all of a sudden, all the people and the souls that you don't woke up over the years, that don't mean nothing. No, that's not the case. Read on.
Know ye that your labor is not in vain.
Know that your labor is not in vain. Go ahead.
In Yahweh.
In who?
In Yahweh.
In the power, in our power, man, our ultimate power. Know that your labor is not in vain.
Right.
So don't think that you're not going to be protected by the power of the Most High. All right? Don't think that the Most High don't have his servants back. So you've been out here sincere, on the front line, these different cities, putting it down week in, week out. Sometimes the people listen, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you prophesy to the wind. Sometimes one person walk by, they might listen. Sometimes an hour or two go by, you just teaching. But guess what? All of that is not in vain. The angels see it. The Most High, the Mashiach, Yahushua see it. All right, you got something? All right, read that, brother. Read what you got.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 10.
All right, and brother, you can pan the camera around every once in a while, too. All right, go ahead.
Ephesians 6, verse 10.
Go ahead.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh.
Be strong in Yahweh. Go ahead.
And in the power of his might.
And in the power of his might. Go ahead.
Put on the whole armor of God.
Put on the whole armor of the Most High. Put on these laws, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That you may be able to stand against all the tricks and deception and evil and wickedness that Esau going to try. Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Now, our fight is not against flesh and blood. It's a spiritual fight. It may get physical to a certain degree. You have to defend yourself. You got to protect your family. You got to protect the brother out here doing the work. Whatever the case may be, do what you got to do. Even the laws of the land give you the right of self-defense. All right, even the laws of the land. So, but outside of that, what the hell? You would have to, like I said earlier, you would have to see hundreds of thousands of brothers locked up and going to trial if we was doing the stuff like they said in New Jersey. That means every week brothers would be shooting up a synagogue, brothers would be running down on some Jewish people, brothers would be at a kosher store throwing a damn cocktail bomb in here. You'd be like, yo, damn, we gotta go to this brother trial, we gotta go to this brother, or we gotta go to this brother court day to support him, or this brother blew up a Jewish synagogue, we gotta give bail money for him. It makes no damn sense, man.
That's right.
All right, read. Who's reading? All right, bring it up, brother. Read.
But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
The Lord said we wrestle against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Come on.
Against spiritual wickedness.
Against spiritual wickedness. Come on.
In high places.
In high places. We wrestle against spiritual wickedness in high places. High demons and spirits, man, and wickedness that want to try to destroy the word and destroy the Most High's men.
Right.
But guess what? It's not going to work.
Come.
Right? It's not going to work. It's all the program of the Most High. And remember, the scriptures tell us even suffer unto death. So if you're not afraid of death for the gospel's sake, what the hell is the media going to do? What kind of smear campaign, what kind of smear campaign can the so-called white man's media do? What kind of smear campaign can he do to destroy a man when you don't even Esau understand that? When you got a man that doesn't fear death, that's a dangerous man.
Right.
Right? 9 times out of 10, Esau, the CIA, and the Illuminati, they'll say 2 things about a man that don't fear death. They said, listen, either we got to kill him because he's too dangerous, or if we kill him, we're going to make him into a martyr because he don't care about dying anyway. So even in his death, he's still going to live on. Right. So now they got a choice to make. He's not afraid of death, so if we kill him, we're going to make him a damn hero. But if we don't kill him, he's too dangerous. All right, so that's what the CIA and the Illuminati are going to do. But we don't give a damn because we got protection from a higher authority. Right. So some damn shooting in New Jersey, a sincere, non-fearful man of the Lord, that ain't going to move him. Right. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 12.
Come on.
Fight the good fight of faith.
It said fight the good fight of faith. Come on.
Lay hold on eternal life.
It said lay hold on eternal life. You can 1 Thessalonians 3. Right, come on.
Whereunto thou art also called.
It said whereunto thou art also called. See, Paul was going in the spirit here, man. All the prophets and the men of the Lord. That's why when I saw this fake shooting incident, I said, look at our inspiration. We always got to go back to the scriptures. Look at all the men of the Lord. They without fear. They without fear of death. And they put their trust in the Most High to the point where they said, listen, even if we lose our life, we're going to fight this good fight of faith. All right, come on.
And has professed a good profession.
Paul said he professed a good profession. Come on.
Before many witnesses.
Before many witnesses. Look at Peter. Hell, Yahushua told Peter he was going to die. He told him in St. John. He said they're going to carry you whether you or not. He was talking about his death. All right, he said, listen, they're going to put you to death eventually, man. You're going to die because what? The relationship that Yahushua had with Peter, he dropped certain things on Peter. And he told Peter, man, they're going to kill you. What his word say? Yahushua prophesied that to him. So, Peter had to be like, damn, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm going to do this working too. All right, go ahead. Read on. That's it on that. Read what you got, brother.
This is 1 Thessalonians 3, verse 3.
Go ahead.
That no man should be moved by these afflictions.
It said no man should be moved by these afflictions, man. Don't give a damn about some fake. The damn thing might have been fake. I don't know. Because Esau, he got false flags and hoaxes and all types of stuff, man. You never know, man. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is this. Then they had one video where they called them actors, right?
Yeah,
they had 2 videos where he called them actors. So you never know. But either way, whether it happened or not is what they want to put out there. Black Hebrew Israelites. This got something to do with Black Hebrew Israelites, which we are Hebrew Israelites. We're not Black Hebrew Israelites. What the hell is that term? All right, that's where did you get that from? We are Hebrew Israelites keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right. That's right.
But that was the whole thing. This whole thing was about demonize the truth. But it ain't going to work. It's not going to work. Nice try, Esau, but it's not going to work. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 10.
Come on.
Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake.
Oh, no, he wasn't from Thessalonians. My bad. 1 Thessalonians 3 and 3 again from the top.
That no man should be moved by these afflictions.
So this is encouragement, right?
Watch out.
All right, it said no man should be moved by these afflictions. Come on.
For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto.
It said yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. No man should be moved by these afflictions. You should have got up this week and said, yep, I'm still keeping the Sabbath. I'm still going out to teach the word.
That's right.
Yo, brothers, if we schedule to go teach Friday, we're going to teach Friday.
Right.
We schedule to teach Saturday, we're going to teach Saturday.
Right.
All right, that's not moving us. All right, read it again.
1 Thessalonians 3, verse 3. That no man should be moved by these afflictions.
So you shouldn't be moved by these afflictions. Go ahead.
These afflictions, for yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto.
It said yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. What was the scripture that I started with? 2 Timothy 3 and 14. That you should know what you've been taught. All right, because one of the first things you should have learned was you you're going to be afflicted and persecuted for this word's sake. All right, go ahead. There's more on that.
Verse 4.
Go ahead.
For verily, when we were with you,
So Paul said, surely when we was with you, go ahead.
we told you before that we should suffer tribulation.
It said we told you before that you should suffer tribulation. Come on.
Even as it came to pass.
And it came to pass. It happened. That tribulation happened. Go ahead.
And you know.
And you know, right? Listen, man, these men gave their lives.
Right.
All right, not one of us standing here right now have given our lives. Unless we wouldn't be standing here. All right, so you don't know when that time is going to come or how serious it's going to get. Our forefathers went through it with a grain of salt.
Right.
They did it and then some and just kept it pushing. They saw men killed in front of them and kept it pushing. They heard about brothers dying for the truth and kept it pushing. So we got to be the same way.
That's right.
So like I said, nice try Esau, but it ain't going to work. The real men of the Lord, we here to say. You know damn well. Read what you got, brother.
This is Acts chapter 20, verse 24.
Right, beautiful. Bring it out.
But none of these things move me.
What?
But none of these things move
It
me.
said none of these things move us, man. Come on. And you give me Revelation 2. Right, go ahead.
Neither count I my life.
It's like 2:25. Read.
Neither count I my life dear to myself.
It said we don't count our lives dear to ourselves. Our lives belong to Yahweh Yahushua.
That's right.
All right, come on.
So that I might finish my course with joy.
That we might what?
Finish my course with joy.
That we might finish our course with joy, whether it's death or the chariots. All right, that's it. All right, it's death or the chariots. All right, come on.
And the ministry which I have received of the Lord Yahweh
It said we're not moved from the ministry that we received of Hamashiach Yahushua. Go ahead.
to testify the gospel of the grace of God.
It said to testify the gospel of the grace of Yahweh. So what? We are not moved from the ministry, but the ministry that was given to us in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, we're not going to move from that ministry. Read what you got, brother. Read on. Come on now.
That's it.
That's it on that. What you got?
What you want? Revelation 2:25.
Revelation 2:25. Yeah,
This is
read
the
that.
book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 25.
Go ahead.
But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
Let's start at 2. Read 2 for a minute. Then we're
Okay,
going to jump
read
down. Yeah, Revelation 2 and 2.
All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 2.
Come on.
I know thy works and thy labor and thy
It
patience,
said he knows the works and labor and patience of the true servants. Right, come on.
and how thou canst not bear them which are evil.
We can't bear them which are evil, man. And that's another reason why they want to demonize Israel, because they know for the most part there's nobody left in this world that's speaking up about this wickedness, man. There's nobody really left in the world, man. And there's nobody that hate this wickedness like Israel do. You see all these other guys,
That's right.
even these black conscious dudes, they be having like homosexuals amongst them and be like, yo, he gay, but you know that's what he do. You know, even like Farrakhan, these other leaders, they there, but they not there. They might say a little something against Esau Kingdom, but they not coming all the way with it, man. So that's another reason why Esau is mad, because he's saying, listen, these Hebrew Israelites are the last stronghold against evil in this society. Everybody else has been compromised. All right, come on.
And thou hast tried them, which say they are apostles,
It said we tried them that say they are apostles. Come on.
and are not,
Come on.
and has found them liars.
They're liars, man. I was watching a brother. There was a video on YouTube. You know, there's thousands of Israelite groups popping up everywhere. All kinds of different beliefs, whatever. But there was a brother, he seemed to be some kind of African / Christian / Hebrew. Okay, fine. But he knew he was a Hebrew. So the brother was doing an interview. And the guy asked him, well, how you come from a Christian background? How did you and your church come into the knowledge of being Hebrews? And you know what this brother said? It's another reason why they mad. He said a lot of people in the church has been doing research, and they've gone on the internet and finding different things out about heritage, and they're coming back to the church and questioning the pastors and the leadership. All praise to the Most High. All praise. All right, that's what's going on. So this brother's whole congregation converted over to knowing that they're Hebrews, because he said it was something heavy. He said, listen, we live in this internet information age, so all this information that the younger people were finding out, they coming back to the church and they questioning us about it, and it's unrefutable. We can't deny it anymore.
That's right.
So we gotta look into the heritage. So now it's hurting these Christian churches because they said, damn, now we can't lie no more. We can't just get up there like how I was in the 70s. I'm 4, 5, 6 years old in the damn Christian church. The pastor just hooting and hollering. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But now people are like, wait a minute, I got the internet. They go look for one video. Well, who are these Israelites? Who are these guys? Hey, they get on there, brothers breaking it down, brothers showing books, scriptures, articles, records. They said, wait a minute, man. We the real Jews. How come the pastor didn't talk about this? So now they're going back to the church and they putting the pastor and the leadership on blast, on trial.
That's right.
So now they like, we can't deny it no more. We got to go research this thing. So that's what it is, man. Esau's like, damn, these niggas is the last stronghold. You damn right. Because everybody else been compromised, man. But not the men of the law. That's right. Shout out. Read on, what you got?
This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6. Wherein ye greatly rejoice though now for a season, if needs be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptation.
It said you're in heaviness through manifold temptation. God.
That the trial of your faith,
your trial of your faith, come on,
being more precious than gold.
It said your trial is more precious than gold. Like the scriptures say, gold is tried in the fire. All right, come on.
That perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Mashiach.
See that? So the trying by fire, the fire is the affliction. All right, the tribulations, the persecution is going to be tried by fire. You're going to be tried by tribulation. But when Yahweh appear, is going to be a far more exceeding glory than the trials and tribulation that you went through. Right, go ahead.
Whom having not seen, ye love.
It said, whom having not seen, you love. But we love him, Mashiach. We patiently waiting on his return.
That's right.
Go ahead. That's why he keeps his commandments. If you love me, keep my commandments. Go ahead.
In whom, though now ye see not, yet believing, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory.
See that? There you go. So we're looking for the joy of when Yahweh returns. All right, and deliver us out of this captivity. Go ahead.
Receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your soul.
There you go. The end of our faith is the salvation of our soul. The kingdom of heaven. So we striving, man, to get back rulership, to be back to the kings and princes and priests and men of the Lord that we once were, and rulers, man, in righteousness. All right, go ahead, one out.
There's one more.
Like, go ahead. Hold that revelation. Go ahead.
Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that should come upon you.
See that? The grace is going to come upon us, man. Because why? You're enduring that fire, you're enduring that affliction. And if you endure to the end, you're going to see the kingdom, you're going to see the salvation. You're going to see the side of eternity. You're going to say, you know what? Everything I went through is worth it. Because look at the reward that I'm getting. Look at the reward that the Most High want to give us. So read that, Revelation 2 and 2 again.
Oh, 2.
Yes. Revelation 2, read.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 2.
Go ahead.
I know thy works, and thy labor, and thy patience,
Go ahead.
and how thou
You got to have a lot of damn patience in this kingdom.
now canst not bear them which are evil.
The Lord said you can't bear them which are evil. Go ahead.
And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles,
Tried them that say they are apostles. Go ahead.
and are not,
Come on.
and has found them liars.
Has found them to be liars, man.
Right.
They've been lying in these churches. They've been lying in these other religions. You tried them and found that they are liars. Go ahead.
Verse 3.
Verse 3. Go
And
ahead.
has borne, and has patience.
You have borne, you have carried the burden of teaching Yahweh's word and being in the truth in his kingdom. You have borne and have had patience. Good.
And for my name's sake,
And for Yahweh's name's sake, come on.
has
You
labored,
have labored, come on,
and has not fainted.
and have not fainted. Oh, praise to Yahweh. You have labored and have not fainted. All right, so it's not going to work, Esau. It's not going to work CNN, Fox News, ABC, CNBC. We're not going to see some cockamamie damn story about some killing of some damn cop. And why the hell should we feel bad about a cop being killed? About if it really happened. Why should we feel bad about 3 so-called white Jews? You know how long you've been killing our people?
right.
They killed 3 brothers. 3 brothers recently that was all fathers was gunned down by the police. So we supposed to care? Even if a brother did come in the truth and he has some kind of ill feeling against America. You ever heard the story of brother Colin Ferguson up in New York? He's the black man that went on the train and shot up all those white people back in 1993. Colin Ferguson. Colin Ferguson came to One West at one time, and he was learning, but he got a little bit of his anger from, you know, he was listening to Islam, he was listening to us. He was just a black man that was fed up, and he wanted to hear somebody teaching him that America is off and not treating our people well. So he came to the school at one time, but you can't say because he was an Israelite or he came to the Israelite school, he went on a Long Island road and shot the white people up. No, he was a disgruntled black man.
That's right.
And that's going to happen. And what, like I always like to say, what happens when there's a million Jakes like this? It ain't got nothing to do with whether they've been to an Israelite school or not. A lot of these people are disgruntled. You got a lot of these people that are just angry. And yes, they're going to listen to us because we're teaching against the system. But that don't necessarily mean because they was a Hebrew Israelite, they went and shot something up. No, you're going to have people that's just fed up with this damn kingdom.
Right.
All right, read what you got, brother. Read on verse 3. Again.
Verse 3. And has borne and has patience, and for my name's sake has labored and has not fainted.
Jump down to 25. Right now, jump down to 25. So this we gonna do, man. Stand strong. I looked at that whole thing and laughed, man. Like you devils are starting to get desperate. But here it comes. Here comes the persecution. Here we go. But you a damn joke, man. All right, read what you got, brother.
Verse 25. But that which ye have already but that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
So like Paul said, continuing the things that you learn. And like I said, you can't be in this truth unless you didn't learn in the foundation of your learning that you're going to be persecuted for being in this word. You should have learned that off the rip. All right, come on.
Verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
See that it said, notice, right? You got to pay attention to every word in scripture. Every word is important. It said, he that overcometh, what? Overcome the lies. Oh, you know, they want to kill people. All right? Yes. But when the Most High give us the power.
That's right.
Like, it's not that we don't. And like I said, it's not that if a black man go out today or tomorrow and say, I listen to the Israelite brother, but I'm angry, I'm upset with America. You know how many cats came up to us and said, man, you know why I don't follow y'all Israelites? Because all y'all do is read that Bible every week. When we gonna take some action, brother? We say, yo, we gotta wait on the Lord. And brothers, they go out there and try to find something else to follow because they feel we ain't doing nothing right now. But read the Bible. All you guys are doing is reading the Bible. Like, when we gonna kill these crackers? When the Most High say so.
That's right. That's right.
All right. But the bottom line is, read 26 again.
Verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
It said, he that overcometh. So you're going to have to overcome the lies, the persecution, the temptation. When I was coming through, show you how the media got power, man. When I was coming through the Denver airport, I had a layover in Denver before I landed in Dallas. I was coming through the Denver airport, it was kind of hot, so I took my coat off. You can see my fringes. So within 2 to 3 days, these Edomites, they done seen the reports about black Israelites wanting to kill people. And you know, unlike our people, these devils go and do their research. So now I'm getting all these evil looks in the airport because I got my fringes on. Like, damn, you know, normally people just look at the fringes like, yeah. Some might recognize it, some may not. But I'm like, today I'm getting all these evil looks. I'm like, I said, oh, these devils been watching all week, and they've been going and looking up Hebrew Israelites, and they noticed the fringes. So now he's one of them niggers that shot up the Jewish people in Jersey. All right, you see, that's how quick the media works, man. All right, read what you got, brother.
And keepeth my works unto the end.
It said, keep the Most High's works unto the end. Come on.
To him I will give power over the nations.
He said, I will give power to him over the nations. God.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
So what do we want? Do we want to shoot and kill 3 or 4 Edomites now or rule over nations in the kingdom.
That's right.
Come on, man. What the hell we need to go to a kosher store and kill 3 Jewish right before when we gonna rule over the entire day? You know what I'm saying? We don't need to do that. The gratification is having 1,000 of y'all working my damn field. Like not killing 3. What am I gonna get out of killing 3 of y'all? But I'm not gonna shed a damn tear about a black man that gets angry and upset and decides to do that. I'm not gonna shed a tear. Don't think we're gonna get up there and say, no, see, we don't think like that. We sympathize with your loss. Hell no. Get the hell out of here, God, brother me. And some brothers was sounding like that. I don't know, Israel. Some brothers was kind of sounding like that. Oh my God, brother me.
He shall rule them with a rod of iron.
He gonna rule how?
With a rod of iron.
Listen, man, like I said, if you want to rule over nations and kingdoms, man, you're going to rule over entire groups of people. What the hell are you worried about shooting one cop? So, I say all that to say, we're a spiritual people first, man. We're spiritual people first. And if we're going to put these Edomites to death, let the Most High give us spiritual power to do 10,000 at one time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all nonsense, man, but we can go on and on. The scriptures cut all that stuff down to shreds, man. Go ahead, brother. Finish that out.
Okay. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
We're going to break the nations in the kingdom anyway.
That's right.
So, for us to get some temporary satisfaction by going to a store and killing a couple of them, that don't compare to what the Most High going to give us in the kingdom. That's right. All right, read on, brother.
Even as I receive of my Father.
Even as we receive of my Father, because, like I said, everything is important. John is saying right there, what? The Most High, Shalom, brothers. All right? The Most High is going to give us that power. So, we're waiting upon Him, man. So, you know, the media, we can cut all that, you know, we can cut through all that nonsense. The media, they're going to try their tactics. But see, here's the beauty of it. The beauty of all that is you got to rejoice. Because that means the time is coming. That's right. All right. All praise to the Most High. That means the time is coming. That's what I looked at. I said, brothers, don't get all nervous and scared on me now. That means the time is coming. Because look, when they really start demonizing us, right? Even with this story that happened, that's not really a media blitz. It's going to be a media blitz when they try to disparage Israel. But there's no saying, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Guess what? That's going to bring more souls to the truth.
Right.
Because now people going to be looking, well, who these guys you talk about? Oh, snap, we the real Jews. You damn right we are. Right. So either way, it's going to work for the good of the truth. Give me 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8. All right, so it's time to wake up, Israel. Wake up. Time to wake up, young brothers. All right, America's about to fall. All right, we got to come back to our true identity and nationality as the children of God, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. All right, read what you got, brother.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8.
Good.
For we can do nothing against the truth.
What did the Lord say?
We can do nothing against the truth.
So listen, CNN, Fox News, your smear campaign, your CIA-controlled media, your New World Order-controlled media. All right, what did the Lord say?
For we can do nothing against the truth.
We can do nothing against the truth. Come on.
But for the truth.
But what?
For the truth.
The Lord said all you can do is something for the truth. You can't do nothing against it. So it's not going to stop us. So let this be encouragement, brothers. The more they come at us, the more we go harder for this truth. The more we teach more, the more we stand the commandments. Because your protection mechanism is serving the Most High. That's right. All right, give me 2 Timothy 1 and 7. 2 Timothy 1 and 7. All right, somebody give me a time check. All right, give me 2 Timothy 8:30. Okay, I'll go a few more minutes. All right, 2 Timothy 1 and 7. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. Don't let nothing move you, brothers, man. That's right. I don't give a damn if Esau put a gun in your damn head, man, and say, you're going to denounce that Israelite stuff. Then I guess I'm a dead damn man.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear.
There you go. The Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear. Nah, let's not go out this week. No, brother. I love my brothers, but I seen a couple of posts and stuff like that. Come on. Couple of comments being made. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
You gotta know something gonna come with it.
Yeah, you gotta know something gonna come with it. Just like when 9/11 happened, man, you had certain established camps that ordered their men not to go out. They totally shut their men down from teaching. No, don't go out the camp, brother. It's too. We said, nah, hell no. We went out there and rubbed it all empty source. Right. We couldn't teach in Manhattan because it was just too wild. We kept getting into fights. But we started going to other places in the city, man. Yeah, we couldn't go to Manhattan for like the first month, man. We tried, but we were stumping every damn week, man. You know what I'm saying? But we still went around to other parts of the city and talked. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't test a brother's level of his bravery or whatever, but you know, brothers, you gotta be strong, man. You can't see a little news report and then start getting all a little shook and you know, now you gotta stand strong. Alright, you gotta know something gonna come with this. Alright, go ahead. Right, you know it's the truth, you know something gonna come with it. Go ahead, brother.
For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear.
He didn't give us the spirit of fear, go ahead.
But of power.
Of power, go ahead.
And of love.
And of love, go ahead.
And of a sound mind.
Of a sound mind. When you have a sound mind, meaning what? You're sure what you're dealing with. You can't wave or falter. Give me Hebrews 6 and 10. Alright, Hebrews 6 and 10. I'll get a couple more. We're going to start winding it down. Alright? So we just want to bring the word out to Dallas. And let this gospel spread regardless, man. It's not going to stop it. You know, whatever city I was in, I was going to do the work today. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no, you know, you got to get out here and teach no matter what's going on. Go ahead.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10.
Come on.
For the Most High is not unrighteousness to forget your work and labor of love.
See that the Lord said he's not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. So if you out here in sincerity and truth and doing this work, think the angels ain't gonna protect you? Think them, unless you know, it's just you got to be a martyr, and you just want to be, you know, you're gonna be an example for this truth. You know, you might be a sacrifice for this truth, but other than that, you know, the Most High got you. All right, go ahead.
Which he has shewed toward his name.
The Lord said that you have showed toward his name. That's another thing brothers got to understand. You doing this work in the name of the most powerful entity in his son. So you got the ultimate protection behind it. All right, come on.
And that ye have ministered to the saints.
You minister, you serve the saints by teaching them the word. Come on.
And do minister.
And you continue to serve the saints by teaching them the word. Come on.
And we desire that every one of you do shew the name of diligence.
The Lord said we desire that every brother, we encourage to show the same diligence. All right, come on.
To the full assurance.
To the full assurance, go ahead.
Of hope.
Of hope, go ahead.
Unto the end.
Unto the end, man. All right, we desire that every brother show that same diligence and that hope unto the end. Right, go ahead. Yeah.
That ye be not slothful.
That you don't be slothful, man. I don't know, brother. You know, should we go out there? No, you know, you see what happened on CNN? I don't know. I'm kind of sick this week, I don't know. All right, go ahead.
But followers of them who through faith.
The Lord said followers of them through who faith. Go ahead.
And patience.
Go ahead.
Inherit the promises.
Inherit the promises. Faith and patience. You're going to inherit the promises. Even if you die, they tell you in Thessalonians, man, you're going to be right there when the chariots come. Right, the ones in Christ going to rise first. So listen, you can't even lose in death, man. That's how beautiful this thing is, man. You can't even lose in death. All right, that's it on that? All right, yeah, Esau, man, it's sodomite. Yeah, man. I can imagine what kind of relationship you got with that dog. All right, or maybe I don't want to imagine. All right, go ahead, brother, read.
This is 1 Thessalonians, verse 3.
Come on.
Remembering without ceasing the work of faith.
It said remembering without ceasing. Don't forget. Don't cease to remember. Go ahead.
The work of faith.
The work of faith. Go ahead.
And labor of love.
And labor of love. This truth, this is linking up with Hebrews 6 and 10. This truth is a labor of love. Go ahead.
And patience of hope in our Lord, Yahweh Mashiach. in the sight of God and our Father, knowing, brethren, beloved, your election of God.
See, knowing, brethren, your election of God. This is a labor of love, and you have an election in the Most High. And we know, pursuant to Isaiah 45, the elect is Israel. Go ahead. All right, give me Salakia, give me Revelation 2 and 10. Revelation 2 and 10. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, right done. Give me Revelation 2 and 10. So you know we gotta stand firm, man. Stand firm in Hamashiach, because there's no other power that can protect us and save us. So you know what are you worried about, man? You ain't got to be worried about. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 2 verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
Don't fear none of what you're going to suffer. Right? Don't fear. That goes with 2 Peter. Second Timothy, he didn't give us the spirit of fear. Good.
Behold, the devil
Come on,
shall cast some of you into prison.
Yeah, you might go into prison. Right? You might be demonized in the media. They as soon as that incident happened, they hit us up, man. They hit up our HOI Facebook page. As soon as the damn thing happened, because they remember brothers from the MAGA incident. That what Esau is still angry about that MAGA incident in DC. So a lot of that is still tied in with this stuff too. All right, they hit us up right off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
The Lord said that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Go ahead.
Be thou faithful unto death.
What did the Lord say?
Be thou faithful unto death.
Listen, you got to be willing to give your life to me.
That's right.
Be faithful unto death. So that's what I said. Even in death you win. All right. Even in death you win. You can't even lose in death. All right. It said, be faithful unto death. Check this out. God.
And I will give thee a crown of life.
And the Most High promised you a crown of life. So you can't even lose in death. You can't even lose in death. You're going to be the first one resurrected with the Messiah when he comes.
Right.
All right, so we don't have nothing to lose. It's a win-win situation. All right, go ahead. Oh, no, that's, yeah, you got to bring it out.
This is James 1 verse 12.
You give me Philippians 1 and 20.
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Lord said, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Go ahead.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
Right, like John said in Revelation, our temptation is going to come on the whole world. All right, it said, blessed is the man that endures temptation. Hey, what happens when they come and try to make you an offer? All right, if you weak to money, you gonna fall, man.
That's right.
Hey, man, listen, man, we give you $10 million, man. Leave that Israelite stuff alone, man. You know, we're gonna lock all them guys up anyway. So why don't you come over here and, be a Christian pastor over here, man. We'll pay you to give all that stuff up. Hey, you don't know how they're gonna approach you nowadays, man.
That's right.
You never know. All right, go ahead. The Negroes always talking about they gotta get the bag, right? It's all about securing the bag. You gotta get the bag, right? Negroes, man, the love of money, man, is the root of all evil. It's about getting that bag, gotta chase that bag. Right, go ahead.
Which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Which the Lord promised to them that love him. Come on. That's it on that, all right? So that's what the Lord said. What you got? 1 and 20. Philippians 1 and 20.
This is the book of Philippians chapter 1 verse 20.
Man.
According to my earnest expectation.
Matter of fact, you know what? Start at 12. Let me see what 12 says. Okay. Start at 12.
Right? Okay, verse 12. But I would ye should understand, brethren, that the things which happened unto me have fallen out rather into the furtherance of the gospel.
Yeah, correct. See, yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah. Paul said, listen, the things that happened to me, it actually turned to the furtherance of the gospel.
That's right.
Because Paul was getting locked up, he was getting persecuted, but guess what? That was making other disciples stronger, and that was making the gospel go out, and that was making people question Paul. Hey, man, what's going on, man? What are you persecuting you for? So either way, Paul said, you think that's stopping the gospel? No. He said it turned around to the furtherance of the gospel. All right, go ahead.
Just like the MAGA incident.
Right, just like the MAGA incident, right, yeah. All right, it helped people under, yo, what's this truth about? There was a sister out there that came out there for the march, and she came into the truth.
See that?
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Verse 13. So that my bonds and Hamashiach are manifest in all.
Go ahead.
The palace and all other places.
See that Paul, just from him being persecuted for the truth's sake, his name was ringing bells. You know how Jake said my name rings bells? His name was ringing bells all the way into the Caesar's palace. All right, go ahead.
And many of the brethren in Yahweh waxing confident by my
He
bonds.
said many of the brethren in the Most High Yahweh, they were waxing confident by his bonds. Meaning, when you see a brother that's strong, you get inspired by him. You know, you feed off that spirit. All right, come on.
Are much more bold.
Or much more what?
Bold.
Listen, yo, Paul willing to die. I'm willing to die with my brother Paul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? God. All right, go ahead. Benjamin in the house. All right?
To speak the word without fear.
He said, listen, they seen how bold I was, so the spirit jumped on them. And they got bold. All right, come on.
Some indeed preach Hamashiach, even of envy and strife.
See that? And all the camp banging, man, that's going to be out the window. Because when this incident happened, they didn't really differentiate. They said, they didn't say Israelite camp. They said Hebrew Israelite movement. They said Black Israelite movement. They didn't say camp because, listen, now they've been studying us enough now to know that there's different factions. So they said, nigga, now you niggas ain't gonna get away with that. We putting all of y'all together. Y'all a movement. We don't give a damn how many groups y'all got. We coming out all of y'all niggas. All right, go ahead. Right? Brothers be thinking you're my camp over here, and we're not affiliated with them, and we don't deal with them. No, Israelite movement. With all you niggas in that together. All right, go ahead.
And some also of goodwill.
It says some teach of goodwill. All right, so a lot of the strife and contention, brothers gonna have to see the bigger picture now. All right, have your own camp. I don't care if you want to be whatever, but all the negativity gotta stop, man. All right, all the bashing and strife and jealousy and envy and contempt for your fellow brother. All right, go ahead.
The one preach Hamashiach of contention, not sincerely.
Hit me up. Okay. All right, go ahead, read.
Supposing to add affliction to my bond.
The Lord said, opposing to add affliction to my bonds. All right. Now we going through all this hell, and then you got that on top of it. You got some brother, damn ego tripping. My camp this, my congregation that. All right, go ahead.
Verse 17. But the other of love, what? Of love.
And then you got brothers that just do it because the word got to be taught.
That's
It's for the love of Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
Knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel.
Paul said, I'm set for the defense of the gospel. All right, we are here to defend the gospel, no matter what. We don't give a damn how you demonize us. We're going to teach thus saith the Lord. Right, come on.
Verse 18. What then? Now withstanding every way.
Come on.
Whether in pretense,
meaning you're doing it for a show, or you're doing it for a scene. Or like a lot of brothers coming into the truth for YouTube. All right? And then that'd be a lot of the brothers that be like, oh, maybe we should chill out for a while. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got the videos, right? The videos up, right? But we ain't got to go out there, the videos are up, right? Right? See? Now, when that fire comes, we gonna see what you about. All right, go ahead.
whether in pretense or in truth.
The Lord said pretense, you're doing it for a show, or truth, you're doing it in sincerity and love. Go ahead.
Hamashiach is preached.
Then Christ is preached. All right, pretense or truth, Christ is preached. Go ahead.
And I therein do
He
rejoice.
said, I therein, I do rejoice. Come on.
Yeah, and will rejoice.
And will rejoice. See that? He said, brother, no matter what, the word is still going out. All right, come on.
For I know that this shall turn my salvation through your prayer
Go ahead.
and the supply of the Spirit of Yahweh Hamashiach,
Come on.
according to my earnest expectation and my hope,
Go ahead.
that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness, as always. So now also Hamashiach shall be magnified in my body.
He said, listen, with all boldness, Yahweh should be magnified in our life. We're not ashamed of anything, man.
That's right.
You know, hey, brother, you part of that group they was talking about on the news that killed them people in New Jersey? Right, yes, I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
Yes,
And that stuff you see on the news is garbage, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Magnified in my body.
Because then, you know, people, Salakia, people that might know you, they might look on the news and they be like, hey, ain't you one of them? You can't be ashamed now, but you gotta, that's a chance for you to break it down. Yo, hold on. Don't believe all the stupidity you see in the media. All right, go ahead.
Whether it be by life or by death.
Paul said, listen, Yahweh Shai gonna be magnified in my body in life or death.
That's right.
It's a win-win situation. You can't lose. In life or death. Go ahead.
For to me, to live in a to live is a Mashiach.
To live is a Hamashiach.
And to die is
you live, you teaching, and you teaching in the spirit of Hamashiach. All right, go ahead.
and to die is gain.
It said, and to die is gain.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation. Paul said either way, to live or to die is gain. Go ahead.
Okay. But if I live in the flesh, this is the fruit of my labor.
It said, if you live in the flesh, here's the fruit of your labor. Go ahead.
Yet what I shall choose, I would not.
Go ahead.
For I am in a strait betwixt two.
So Paul said he's like in a dilemma in his spirit. All right, go ahead.
Having a desire to depart
He said, listen, man, I got a desire to depart. Go ahead.
and to be with a Mashiach.
Listen, man, I'll die and be in the spirit world with the Messiah. It's a win-win. All right, go ahead.
Which is far better.
Which is far better because I ain't got to be out here catching with this hell, man. Dealing with this nonsense in this flesh. All right, go ahead.
Nevertheless,
He said, nevertheless, come on,
to abide in the flesh
to be in the flesh and do the work. Go ahead.
is more needful for you.
Because what? It tell you in Proverbs, it said, withhold not good to them what is got to do, what is in the power of your hand to do it. So basically what Paul is saying is, it's needful in the flesh for the people's sake to teach them the gospel, to be a vessel for the Most High. All right, come on.
Verse 25. In having this confidence, I know that I shall abide and continue with you all for your furtherance in joy of faith.
See that? It said, having this confidence, I got to stay in the flesh and I got to teach them. I got to be a vessel for the Most High. But Paul said, hey, death is better, man. You know what I'm saying? So you in a win-win situation. So don't worry about no damn fake media smear campaign. It's not going to stop a damn thing.
That's
Right. All praises to the Most High.
Right.
All right. Thus saith the Lord. All right. So we're going to continue on. Bring out a few more verses and get ready to wind it down. You brothers have any questions, comments? Anything anybody want to say? Right, coming down here. Good. Man, I ain't been to Dallas since 2016, but once I will, y'all will see more of me. All right, we try to make moves, and you know we'll know how long we got to see each other, man. So we gotta. They coming after us now, so we gotta make every moment count, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me Zabach 25 and 7. But yeah, most I will, man. I'll try to make it down here a little bit more when I can. You know. So you know, all praise to the Most High Yahweh Shai. The word gotta go out, man. Bring it out, man. Huh?
Where's your home, though?
Say it again.
What do you live? Where's your home, though?
Wherever I live, my hat is my home. No. But I'm mainly on New York and Cali. Yeah, I'm kind of like bi-coastal now. So I'm mainly, if I'm not New York, most likely I'm in Cali. If I'm not in Cali, besides when I'm traveling. Like most of the time when I travel, I do no more than 3-4 days. Maybe a week, but I'm mainly in New York and Cali.
When I was first in the music, the brother introduced me to the truth, came to my barbershop. Hey, man, you know the Israelites. No videos, one of the first videos at the time.
All praises. Yeah, this thing gotta wake up, man. I'm trying to get my crown, man. Every soul I could be used the same, I'm trying to be used, man. You know? Good. All right, so where we was at? Zabach 25 and 7. So we're gonna get a few more, man. Just shut it out at 9. All right, go ahead.
This book of Sicarii, chapter 25, verse 7.
Go ahead.
There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy.
So he said, Zabach said, there's 9 things that I judge in my heart to be happy. Go ahead.
And the 10th I will utter with my tongue.
And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. Come on.
A man that hath joy of his children.
Right, it's a joy to see your children raised up, blessed, see your children in truth. All right, go ahead.
And the fall and
No, it's okay.
And he that liveth to see the fall of his
And
enemy.
he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. So you know what we witnessing right now? Even though they trying to come at us, we witnessing the fall of our enemy.
Right.
We witnessing the fall of our enemy. All right, so that's why it's you guys they were black Hebrew Israelites. It's such nonsense, man. Right, give me 2nd Ezra 9:1. Right, it said it's a blessing to see he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. That's a blessing, man. All right, and that's what we see. Because when they come down, when they try to come down hardcore on Israel, you know we about to get out of it.
That's right.
And now they still talking about coming out with that movie. Not only that, the day shall come to you. Yeah, that one is boring. I gotta get me a bottle of wine and watch that one. Because even I'm gonna be laughing. I'm gonna be laughing at how they trying to mock us. But the other one, with Danny Glover and Mekhi Phifer, it was called Asher before. They were supposed to make it about 4 or 5 years ago, but they stopped production on it. Now, it's called St. Paul. They got a movie coming out called St. Paul. Mekhi Phifer and Danny Glover, where a guy infiltrates, and he joins an Israelite camp to do a college paper on it, but he ends up getting intelligence on the Israelite camp, and there's a brother in there that's plotting, that's trying to break off and make his own camp, and they're going to do terrorist attacks against America, which is total nonsense, man. Yeah, look it up. It's called St. Paul. It's Danny Glover and Mekhi Phifer supposed to star in it. It was called Asher before. They was going to name it Asher, but they stopped production on it. It was about 3-4 years ago they stopped production, and they bringing it back now. It's called St. Paul. Look it up, man. Yeah, St. Paul. And they trying to say that it's an Israelite camp, but a guy in the camp wants to break off and start his own camp, and his camp is going to be more militant and plan attacks against America. So you see the demonization, man? You see what they trying to do? So really, you know what they trying to do? They trying to say, because Israel got so many camps now, and you know sometimes brothers get fired from whatever, they want to do their own thing, splits happen, or you, what did Jude say? Men trust their unawares. So brothers, you might have a nice sized camp, and a brother come in there and creep in with his own agenda, and he get 3, 4, 5 brothers under him, and draw away disciples after him. So they studying this so much, they know that happens with camps. That you have all these splits and different camps everywhere. So they studying this so much, so they know that camps, sometimes there's other camps made from one camp. But now they're trying to say, since you got all these different camps split off, some of them are plotting to blow up government buildings, and some of them are going to be terrorists. So they studying us so much, they trying to insinuate that when there's a split or an Israelite camp branch off, they going somewhere to be militant and to commit terrorist attacks against the government. When a lot of times splits happen, whatever, brothers just break off and do the work. Some brothers break off and don't do the work. But either way, you trying to say when Israelite camps split off, they split off because they want to be more militant and go up government buildings. They tired of preaching the Bible, they want to take action. You trying to demonize the truth. But it ain't gonna work, you damn serpent.
That's right. Shut the mouth from the top.
Come on.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs
He
pass,
said, measure the time diligently within itself. And when you see part of the signs pass, go ahead.
which I have told thee before,
That I told you before, go ahead.
then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
He said, it's the time that the Lord is going to visit the world that he made. Go ahead.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes
You see earthquakes, come on.
and uproars of the people in the world,
And uproars of the people in the world, go ahead.
then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before.
He said,
thee.
He said, you're going to know that the Most High spoke about these things for the days of before. And that's what happened. You seen a little uproar in the media trying to demonize Israel. That's what happened this past week. You see uproars of the people. Then you're going to understand that the Most High spake of these times from before. You know that prophecy, and we getting nearer to the end. All right, read what you got. 2 Ezra 4:37. You give me Luke 21, 25. That'll be my last one.
2 Ezra chapter 4, verse 37.
2 Ezra 4:37. Read.
37. By measure have you measured the
The
time,
Lord said, by measure have you measured the time. Go ahead.
and by number
By number, go ahead.
have you numbered the time.
Have he numbered the time? Come on.
And he doth not move nor stir them
He don't move or stir them. Go ahead.
until the said measure be fulfilled.
So it said he don't move or stir them until that said measure is fulfilled. So check out another angle. When you see this stuff that they doing in the news, you got to say to yourself, we must be making the news.
Right.
We must be waking up that 144,000 and that 1/3. We get the numbers together, man. So either way, it's going out. It's a win-win situation either way. All right, so give me Luke 21:25.
This is
Read
the
that.
book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25.
Go ahead.
Okay. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars,
Go ahead.
and upon the earth, distress of
Yes,
nations.
there's going to be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations. You know, it could be nothing, could be something. I know the other night they said the full moon, it came at 12:12 a.m. on 12/12. Now it was December 12th, and the new moon came in at 12 a.m. and 12 minutes. Right, so you know the Most High putting out that vibration as well. And Esau tried to persecute the 12 tribes of Israel this week.
Yes.
But it didn't work, you damn devils. All right, but a lot of times when the Most High showed them signs, the sun, the moon, the stars, you know, some people get into all the numerology or whatever, but you know, you never know what the Most High was trying to say with that vibration of a number. There was a new moon at 12 a.m. and it came in on December 12th. All right, so read what you got, brother.
Distress of nations
Good.
with perplexity.
The Lord said it's going to be distress of nations with perplexity. And you're gonna have black and Latino and Native American Israelite men that's gonna get mad and start killing these devils. Yeah, you're gonna have that. But that necessarily got nothing to do with the truth. All right, we know that our weapons, they're gonna be carnal when the time is needed, but they're gonna be spiritual for that.
That's
All right, go ahead.
The sea and the waves roaring.
The sea and the waves run. The nation's gonna be in an uproar. World War III, destruction. Look, they had a shooting at Pearl Harbor the other day. Right? I know Pearl Harbor is what got America into World War II. So on December 4th, 3 days prior to the anniversary of Pearl Harbor was December 7th. So they had some guy in the Navy just lost his mind and shot up the damn the Navy base in Pearl Harbor. All right? And they said, oh, it had to do with the Pearl Harbor attack, but you never know. So you trying to demonize Israel. The Most High got off. He said he got spirit created for vengeance, man. He got millions of people out here that's going to lose their damn mind and shoot up every damn thing.
That's right.
Right, go ahead.
Men's heart failing them for fear,
And men's hearts are going to fail them for fear. Go ahead.
and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
And looking at the things that's happening on the earth. Go ahead.
For the powers of the heaven
Powers of the heavens. Go ahead.
shall be shaken.
Yeah, they're going to be shaking, man. These kingdoms going to be shaking. All right. Impeach Donald Trump. And we know that's a three-ring circus, but it don't stick. All right. Satan's kingdom divided. Nancy Pelosi said, we're going to get him.
So look, like you said, they can impeach him,
Right.
but you can't get removed.
Right, exactly.
Means just like the sin, they had a vote. You get impeached, but they
Right.
don't even remove.
Right. And then they said, if I was looking at CNN today, and they said, if this impeachment don't work, they're going to try to impeach him again. But it's a three-ring circus, man. And a lot of that is a distraction from what they really doing, signing all kinds of executive orders and all that. That's why they demonize Israel too, because Trump signed an executive order that so-called white Jewish is a nationality. And it's the day after that New Jersey shoot incident happened. And he signed an executive order because they said anti-Semitism is